Hey guys, Lethal Leslie here, and today I want to talk about how I managed to make all 7 of the helmets you see here and make a profit at the same time. I just want to be clear, what I'm saying is I made the 7 helmets, say I started on 6.2 million rubles, and I finished with more than 6.2 million rubles. So I didn't pay a penny, you know, in quotations, because of course these are still worth 80k a pop, these helmets. And I could obviously sell them and then make that in pure profit on top of what I've made. But the idea is that you get the helmets for free, you also make a bit of rubles at the same time, and I'm going to show you how I managed to do that in this video. So now we're on the market and we've searched the helmet. I want to talk a little bit about what I did to make this profit. As you can see, currently the helmet is going for 52,000 on the market, and it fluctuated massively earlier on in the day during prime time UK to around 45,000. You could even pick them up relatively easy for around 40,000 in that period. But on average, the helmet goes for about 50k. And the concept of what we're doing here is we're looking for people selling the helmet. If we scroll down a little bit, like this guy here, he's selling it with a face cover or a visor or something like that. And the visor itself on this helmet goes for 40,000 rubles. So we're looking to get deals with the helmet with attachments on it. It's not the only attachment you can get for the helmet. If you go a bit further down, you can see there's another attachment here. This one goes for around 15,000. Scroll a little bit further down, you start to see there's some headgear and things like that we can also find on the helmet. So there's a lot of different things we can find on the helmet that go for a lot more than what they should be going, because someone has listed them at the price of just the helmet if it was bare. So basically that's what I've been doing today. I've been trying to upgrade my loot. I sold off my old helmets, which were around 50k each, and I wanted to upgrade them to these helmets that I've built that I just showed you a minute ago, but I didn't want to have to pay the 80k, because, you know, if you go into a raid and you lose your loot, the less your loot costs, the less you feel it. So obviously to get things at a good price, make you just enjoy the game more, for me anyway, and it's nice to know that we didn't pay too much for it, or we can replace it whilst making a profit, which I'm going to show you in this video hopefully. And that's basically the concept of what we're doing here. So this is one of the helmets I've been looking at. I just keep refreshing it and keep seeing if anything's been listed with attachments on it. And when you do look at it, then obviously you want to see that it's in good condition. And usually you're looking for stuff that's just been listed, I would say. Usually the stuff that's just been listed has a higher chance of having that high value. I also then moved into higher end helmets. The super high cut helmet here was one I've looked at a lot. And also the Opcore Fast MT super high cut helmet in tan. So both of them are the helmets I'm looking at, because there's many attachments, especially on this helmet, that people seem to list, and it's just absolutely bargain prices for what we strip the helmet apart and we're selling it on for more. The best deal I've had so far, and obviously I don't have this recorded unfortunately, was I picked up a helmet for 188k. We've got one here right now that's 188k in fact. What quality is this helmet in? It's in perfect condition. It's not a bad deal, that is not a bad deal at all. It's currently going for 110, these helmets. We could easily make profit on this, and seeing as we're live and talking and I'm looking, I will purchase it and show you the concept now of what we have to do. It's one there for 189, but it's not in perfect condition. So you've seen I've just bought that one now for 188k. If I go to the trading now, not the trading, sorry, go to my character now, and this is the helmet we just bought. These are 3 I've already stripped and I've decided to keep for now. Haven't sold them yet, we still got them. And we go to inspect. We then strip the helmet, of course, and we pull the parts off. So we just paid 188k for this helmet here right now. We also need to strip this. There we go, everything's in perfect condition, which is great. So first up, we're going to list the helmet itself. We're going to list it for 107,999, which is an undercut of 2k and a tax of 5k. So let's list that. Next up, we're going to list the armor. We're going to do a 1 ruble undercut here. It should sell pretty fast. It's already at a good price at 95. So let's list that. It's a 4k tax. So it's 10k of tax so far on the overall that we're going to get back from this. And last but not least, we're going to list the side armor for 33,999, which is a slight undercut, and we're going to get a tax of 1.7. So that's about 12k tax. It's actually slightly under 12k tax overall. So we'll see exactly how much rubles we get back. Don't forget, it was 180k I think we paid overall. If I remember correctly, I think it was 180k. So we'll see exactly how much profit we made, minus the 12 in a minute. Actually, I'm going to list the last item as well, so we do have a clearer picture exactly of what the profits are going to be. So this is the last item we had. and we're listing it for exactly the same as the cheapest on the market, which is a 1k hit in tax. So we'll take that overall tax up to 13k when we do divide it in a minute now. So the helmet has been completely dismantled and sold, and these are the spoils of the items that were sold. Let's put them back in our stash and see exactly how much we get back. 202k, 236k, and 256. If we minus 13 from that, we end up with 243, and I think we paid 180, maybe it was 188, I can't quite remember, but let's say 180 for argument's sake. We've ended up with 63k profit after tax in rubles just for that one helmet that we picked up, and that is the kind of profit you can expect to turn around on a regular basis. So while you're trying to build your helmet, look at multiple helmets just while you're waiting for the cheap parts to pop up for the helmet you're trying to build. And then by doing that, I've managed to make easily now, if I was to sell these 3 helmets, around $1 million. And if I was to sell these, yikes, I've made well over $1 million in a small space of time. And when I say small space of time, I'm probably talking about maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours of doing this, in between jumping into the odd scav just to get a little bit extra here and there again. So let's go and see if we can get one more helmet at a fantastic price before we end this video. Just a little mention for the wish list here. This is a huge part when it comes to trying to get things cheap. It allows you to jump from one item to the next really, really fast. And if you're not using it, start using it, because trust me, it is absolutely brilliant. So let's scroll down and see if we can find a deal. Don't know if we'll be able to find one straight away. 169, that isn't bad at all. That was there earlier. Funny enough, just shows how fast they go. This was there earlier, and it is still in fantastic condition. Like, you know, that's 100k. The helmet is 100k, say. And then, yeah, we could probably make around the same money as we made on the last one there. The one I managed to get really cheap, guys, was one with these night visions on. And they were going for 188k with the night vision. It had everything else on it as well. And it just sold for over 500,000. It was mental. So what we'll do is we will buy this one for 169. You can see it's still on the market. I hope, anyway, when I press this, it'll still be on the market. And we can still make good profit on it. It is still there, buzzing. So the helmet I'm going to list for 109,999. And just for clarification here, I have taken this helmet down a couple of times, so I may have paid extra tax on this, which is my own fault, really. I'm looking for that easy sale so we can sum up the video, of course. So this is my 3rd time of listing this helmet. We are undercutting by 20k, but you can see that that guy did not sell his helmet because it's not in great condition in the whole time it's been up. It's almost been up maybe 8 hours for him or something like that, and he hasn't sold it yet. So we're going to undercut massively to hopefully get rid of this helmet now and wrap up the video and see what we made on this second headset. The plate is going to go for 1,000 rubles more than last time because the price has actually gone up a little bit, taking a 4k tax on this. We're going to list the side armor for 35,999. And last up is the mandible. Again, this is the 2nd time listing it. I did list it for 22,999. It did not sell, so I put it back to the original price of 20k. It's a 1k fee on this, and hopefully they'll sell decent now so we can wrap up the video and see what we make on this second headset, which I'm sure will be a nice little profit. Finally, we did get rid of the helmet in the end, and to be honest, if someone really wanted to, they could pick up that helmet and make a bit of profit of their own. But that's neither here nor there, so let's see what we made out of this helmet. I do remember we paid for everything. It was 169. So once we put it all together, we have 261. Now, first off, let's take off 20,000 for tax, which would put us on 241, and that would make 70k profit. Even with the 2 cancels, which was 6k each, we're still making about 55 to 60k profit on this, and that was only because of my errors and mistakes, of course, because every time you list something you do have to pay the tax, so we would have lost a little bit of our profit there, but we still made 55,000 rubles on the helmet. But let's bring it full circle now, just to talk about what, obviously the most important thing, which is about getting the helmets for free. As I do this, you can see now, by doing those 2 helmets and dismantling those 2 helmets that we've just seen right there, we'd already have enough for one of these helmets I have down here, because we've made around 100,000 rubles just in this video alone now, and these helmets cost around 80 each. I'm very tempted to upgrade to these helmets, which cost obviously around 120. I don't feel I'm quite there in the game yet, but we'll see how things go. But that is how I did it, and that's how I got 7 helmets in my eyes kind of thing for free. And as I lose them, it'll hurt a lot less knowing that I can make new helmets whilst making rubles at quite a fast pace, in my opinion. And that is basically it. That's the video right there. I hope you enjoyed it. Any questions, leave them in the comment section down below. If you liked the video, like the video, subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks for watching as always, and take it easy.